welcome to my channel. So today's episode has to do with cutting up a bunch of Monterey cypress that Pacific Gas and Electric and Davey tree trimming refused to remove. And I'm going to show you the tools that I used to trim up this pile. Now this pile consists of everything from small branches all the way up to large branches of this tree. And I was able to cut through all of it relatively quickly and easily using the tools that I'm about to show you. And you can see some of these are fairly large. My hand, this is my hand, there it is. So some of these are very big pieces of wood. This is Monterey cypress. It's considered a semi-hardwood. It's much harder when it's dry. It's much softer when it's wet, so it's in its wet stage, so I was able to cut through it relatively easily. And here are the tools that I used. The first one is and I'm not being sponsored by these companies, by the way. This is all tools I purchased with my own money, and I am doing a unbiased review. I'm biased because I like them, but I'm unbiased because nobody's paying me to be biased. The first one is the Fiskars L5532 Power Gear 2 loper, and it has a gear ratio on here to give more leverage to the cutting action, and that worked very well. The second one is the DeWalt 20 volt XR brushless 12-inch chainsaw, and this is a battery operated chainsaw, and I'm using the 20 volt 6 amp hour DeWalt lithium ion batteries, and that is, I don't know if you can see that, but that is a NA598294 LOWCKAT. The chainsaw itself is a DCC2620, and this chainsaw has served me to chop up a Monterey cypress about 6 months ago when I bought it. A very large Monterey cypress fell in a backyard and crushed a shed, and I used it there. Then I went up to Cascade, Idaho, and I chopped up a bunch of Douglas fir. 10 trees of Douglas fir were trimmed, and we chopped up the trimmings, and we used these chainsaws, 2 of them, and these are brushless chainsaws, and they worked really well. These 6 amp hour batteries lasted for a good solid 2/3 of this chopping effort, if not more. And then I switched out the battery with another 6 amp hour battery that I had and finished the job. So again, this is, I would carry, if I was anywhere where I was off-roading or getting into country where I had to have a small chainsaw with me to cut through 8-inch or smaller branches or small trees, I would keep this saw. It's light. You can easily pick it up with one hand. It's got good safety features. I like the safety features on it. When the blade pinches, the motor stops. That happened repeatedly. If the blade gets too loose or too tight, the blade stops. It's well protected for itself, and I think the safety features are adequate. DeWalt is not the best chainsaw company in the world, but if I was to take a $200 chainsaw out into the wilderness to get a tree out of the way of my truck, I'd take this saw. I wouldn't have a problem taking this saw. This saw would do it. This saw would cut through whatever I needed to cut through. These loppers are very good. I've found better loppers in the past, but they're no longer available. And these loppers serve the purpose very well for trimming up the material. So there you go. There's a review of the DeWalt chainsaw, 12-inch chainsaw, the 6 amp hour battery, and the Fiskars Power Gear 2. Have a great day.